Have you ever felt out of place, not knowing what your purpose was, but then you discovered what that purpose was? I did. To dance.
Hi, welcome to our show today. I, of course, am Mark.
And I'm Dr. Strangelove.
Hey guys, how's it going today? You all know me as Mark.
And I'm Elwood.
And together we are
The Thrashing Scholars!
Alrighty. Well, we've got an interesting show in store for you guys today. Some education and entertainment.
Yeah.
So together that makes edutainment. So prepare yourselves for that.
Edutainment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you never watch Arthur as a kid?
Obnoxious. Logical. Tomfoolery. Science. Knowledge. Thrash metal. The Thrashing Scholars.
This just in. Apparently the Earth is flat now.
Who fucking would have guessed it?
That was lame.
These are important drawings, though.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know if you guys have heard that the bird is the word and the Earth is flat now.
Umau-mau-mau. Umau-mau-mau-mau.
Bird is the word.
Umau-mau-mau. Umau-mau-mau-mau.
Bird is the word.
Umau-mau-mau. Umau-mau-mau-mau. Umau-mau-mau-mau.
Bird is the word.
Yes! Yes! So, apparently, everything we have ever been taught,
All of it.
every single bit of information, is a lie. Let's just be real quick. Separate things of people, two groups. They're the globists and the flat earthers. And you know, I was approached by one of my good friends, and he necessarily didn't say he believed the earth was flat. He was more along the lines of, prove to me the earth is round. Which I could see where he's coming from, because they do say that the earth hasn't been proved that it's been flat or that it's round. Perhaps, in fact, we all are in the Matrix.
Just never know anymore.
You don't know. But what we're going to discuss, we're going to look at it logically from both points and try to be fair and just. Probably not, actually. We're kind of cynical assholes.
Yeah.
What I was saying is, let's just say the flat earth is real. So, congratulations, flat earthers. You now have the proof that the flat earth is real, and it is acknowledged by everyone. And without a doubt, it's flat. What have you gained?
How is that going to affect your day-to-day life? What's going to change? Whoop-de-freaking-do. Congratulations.
Let's just be fucking real. So,
I mean, odds are probably pretty good that by now you've seen some of the theories and seen some of the videos and heard some of the points of view and everything from some of the more educated attempts at logic, all the way down to the stupid stuff like the guy who sets the ball on the ground and is like, if the earth was round, the ball would roll away. Because, let's not even talk about that guy. But, you know, we've all heard, oh, if the earth was round, how come I can see this city from so far away? Or, oh, if the earth was round, then, you know, why don't people... I mean, some of the arguments out there, you guys, people literally claim that if the earth was round, people would be falling off of the edge of the earth around the equator. And, I mean, you're going to see a little bit later on in the video as we address Newton's laws of motion and gravity and prove them beyond the shadow of a doubt just with our own cheesy little home experiments.
yeah, and these...
That you know, people in Antarctica, technically, in relation to the flat plane that we judge the Earth on, even though space expands equally in all directions, so who's to say what side of the Earth is actually up and down? Who's to say that the galaxy lays in a flat plane and isn't like this? So whatever, but since everyone considers the South Pole the bottom of the planet, people walking around in Antarctica are upside down, but they don't feel like they're hanging upside down because gravity's pulling them toward the center of the planet no matter what part of the planet you're on. So because people fail to really grasp the sheer scope of the size of the Earth.
It's
people
fucking
like,
enormous!
If the Earth was round, why can't I see a curvature on the horizon? Because it's huge. Like, the curvature is so slight. If the Earth was spinning 25,000 miles an hour, why isn't our hair flying back and everything? Because it's huge, and because it has a self-contained atmosphere. If you're driving down the interstate on a motorcycle and you don't have a helmet on, yeah, you feel the wind in your face. But if you have a helmet on, a protective layer and barrier, then you can be listening to classical music while you're in there, and so there's nothing. The only thing that could generate the friction to make us feel like we were spinning that fast would be inside our own atmosphere. In space, you could be flying 80 quadrillion miles an hour and not even feel like you're moving. So that's an invalid argument.
I've seen a lot of these videos, just the audacity of some of the things, and I believe in a lot of things. I believe in aliens. I believe in conspiracy theories, and all this stuff. Not all of them, though, because some of them are just so outlandish. If the Earth was flat and you were right, it wouldn't prove a hill of shit, because everyone would go on about their day-to-day lives as they have done since the dawn of man.
Yeah.
Because who gives a flying fuck?
So regardless of which theory proves to be correct, day-to-day life, economies, government, people, whatever you're doing is not going to change. Because it's going to be, even if one theory all of a sudden is proven wrong and the next day everyone goes along with this new bit of knowledge, how often do you think about that in your day? Is it going to affect your day-to-day life? No. Like, it doesn't make it more true from the day before. It just means people believe it now. So, like, there's literally going to be zero consequence. So what is the point? Can't we think of better things to put our minds to than bickering?
Yes, we can. There's so many more things in this world that we can do besides that. Like being actual nice people to each other.
Yeah.
Fucking, being a better person in your life to better yourself.
Quit coming up with all these absurd theories and points of views and opinions that you deliberately concoct because they're so outlandish and insane that nobody else has thought of them first, like it's an original theory. So you come up with this, and then you deeply entrench yourself in it just for the express purpose of being able to attack anyone who doesn't agree with you, claiming that they should agree with you because you're human and you have feelings, and you're alienating and isolating yourself. But the more you do this, the more you alienate yourself. It's not that people don't like you because you're you, it's that they don't like you because you're an obnoxious dick.
A huge fucking dick.
So anyway,
Yes!
what does it affect if, you know, like, you're just trying to be argumentative? Don't be a hipster.
Yeah. No one cares if the earth is flat or round. You know what, man? Why don't you go back to fucking reading stuff on the internet and looking at internet videos, because everything on the internet's fucking real. It's fucking fact.
So, quit believing everything you hear on the internet.
My dad told me a long time ago that opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. And they all stink.
Yup. So anyway, believe it or don't, really doesn't matter. Just don't come at me with it. Like, you can believe whatever you want. Just don't be a obnoxious jerk about it.
Yeah. No one is gonna respect you for shoving anything down anybody's throat. This is a cheap representation of the earth. Okay? This is not to scale. And the earth is more egg shape and whatnot. Alright? Like, Germany's tiny, man.
Germany's smaller than Colorado. Little factoid for you.
Yeah, Germany's smaller than Colorado. Colorado's huge. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh. Fuck!
So just remember, everyone, if the earth was really flat, cats would have pushed everything off of it by now.
Every fucking day!
Because cats are dicks.
Alright, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna have a little fun with a little physical science.
Yeah. Because sitting around talking about this stuff, actions speak louder than words. Sitting around talking about it, you can't take our word for it.
Yeah.
So,
Just let's
and
go.
we don't have the money to do any kind of special effects that are going to fool you guys.
No,
clearly.
we don't. Ah!
So anyway, we'll catch you outside for some science time.
For some fucking science.
Yeah. Alrighty guys, we're out here on location to bring you a little bit of field testing with all the physics science that we've been discussing today.
Yes, and that happens to be the first law. That an object in motion will stay in motion unless it is acted upon an outside force. More or less.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot more words in it. It's a lot more big words than I'm used to.
Yeah, an object that's in motion will stay totally consistent in it's in a straight line, going at the same speed for eternity unless something else acts on it.
Right, which is like the atmosphere, which causes friction.
Yeah, friction, gravity, a brick wall,
All these things.
anything like that that would impede its motion.
And this is the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this ball. It's a golf ball. It's a ball. I'm going to set it here. And then I will proceed to try to get it to move without touching it, to prove that an object at rest will stay at rest unless I or some other force physically moves it. All right, I have put the ball right there and it is not moving. And now I will proceed to talk shit to try to get this thing to move without touching it, to see if this is actually a provable thing, that an object at rest will be at rest without an outside force acting upon it. Let's just see. Fucker, you fucking move. Fuck you. Ah! 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 Not touching you. Not touching you. Fuck. 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 Huh. Well, I guess that ball did not move without me touching it.
And now we have to go pick it up. Alrighty, so for our second experiment, we're talking about Newton's second law.
Yes.
Everyone knows the famous formula, force equals mass times acceleration. So that basically means that the size of something times how fast it is caused to move is equal to the force that's applied upon it.
Yes.
So something smaller, like the golf ball, doesn't take much force to accelerate it.
No, you just...
Yeah, just a nice little flick of the wrist.
Yes.
However, something more like this bigger bicycle, you can't just do with a little flick of the wrist. It requires a little bit more force to accelerate it.
So, it looks like Newton is 2 for 2 with... That's fact. You just saw it.
Yeah.
With your own eyes.
Irrefutable. Now, third and finally, Newton's third law of motion. For every force or action, there's an equal or opposite force or reaction on object A. So if object A hits object B, equivalent force will be generated between the two of them.
True.
For example, if Elwood stands perfectly still and I'm the only one generating any force, we're both still going to move.
I moved a little bit. He moved a lot.
Yeah. Science.
Science.
It's hard.
Bitch. Okay. But, for real, if Mark and I also walk into each other... Woo! That was fucking good.
See, the wind just generated force on his... There it goes again.
Woo!
Gravity.
Gravity.
Is what we're talking about. That's coming up next. Is equal to mass times acceleration. So even if we were walking at the exact same speed of acceleration, since his mass is greater, he will generate more force on me.
I will.
And also why, when I pushed him, since my mass is lesser, I generated my amount of force, but because his mass is greater, it affected him less. That's the definition of mass, right?
Yeah, mass. Fucking what the Earth and everything in the galaxy is made out of. Mass and matter.
And finally, Newton's fourth famous law is that of gravity. Gravity being defined as an attraction between two objects of mass. Now, every object that has mass, which of course is every object, because everything, even the most microscopic bacteria, have mass.
Yeah.
But that gravity increases
The bigger the mass gets.
yeah, the greater the mass is. But it also decreases the greater the distance the two objects are from one another.
It's true.
So, even though this golf ball is technically generating gravity, it's immeasurably small. Whereas the Earth obviously generates very clearly definable gravity. You know, why didn't that ball just fly away? Why doesn't the moon just fly away?
Because that's gravity.
Yeah, gravity is an attraction between two objects of mass.
It's true.
So, there's that for you.
Boom. So the actual definition of gravity.
Webster's defines gravity as a force that attracts a body towards the center of the Earth or toward any other physical body having mass.
Yes, that's gravity. That's what it is.
Look it up.
Suck it.
Science.
All right.
Was that good? Alrighty. Okay.
Yeah!
So now on to our next segment, another fine, always exciting installation of Cooking with Elwood.
That's me. Well, hey there. We just got some cookies coming up from the oven. They're just about done, and then we'll pull them out, and it'll be great. Oh, look at those. All right, now it's time for Album of the Week. Diablo sin música! Slayer!
Release the Slayer fat.
Release Slayer! Yeah! Alright, guys. So it's actually Diablo sin música. This was the first Slayer album I had ever bought in my life. And it kicks fucking ass! Super heavy!
Member of the Big Four, Slayer. One
Gotta
of the
love
founding
'em.
members of thrash metal, paving the way for freaking those sweet, fast, heavy tunes.
Yes. Fucking thanks to Gary King, rest in peace, Jeff Henneman. Tom Araya, and I don't know if Dave Lombardo's on this one, but it's fucking Slayer. We love Slayer. Slayer! Yes, it has Bitter Place, Death's Head,
Like Boar's Head.
Stain of Mind,
But different.
Overt Enemy, Screaming from the Sky, Point, In the Name of God, Desire, Love to Hate. It's just a fucking all-around good. I have never, ever been disappointed by a Slayer record, album, music, anything. It's all fucking good. All fucking awesome. And remember, whenever you say Slayer's name, you can't just be like, Slayer, or, hey. You can't just be like, Slayer. I'd be like, Slayer!
So there you have it, folks. Diablos in Musica by Slayer.
Slayer!
Give her a listen.
Yes.
And for goodness sakes, everyone, tell us what you think of these albums that we're suggesting. Comments, feedback, get involved. Come on, we want to hear from you guys. We're lonely over here.
Lonely.
We're just sitting here freaking talking to each other.
Who wants to talk to this guy all the time?
It gets old.
Yeah.
We just go around in circles.
In circles. In fucking circles.
Yep. So.
Alright. Well, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share us on your social media. Please. And remember, thrash metal, not trash metal. Yeah!